Hello and welcome to the second part from the video about working with orders. In this video we are going to explore how to send, modify or close orders and positions, and let me show you first the documentation page. If you go here to the order send function, you can see send a request to perform a trading operation from the terminal to the trade server. The function is similar to order send. If you are familiar with MT5, you've seen this MQ trade request and trade result structures before, so this video is going to be much easier for you. However, take a look at the order sent. It takes on the request structure. I'm going to explain everything, but before we go into detail, let me quickly jump to MetaTrader 5 because it's a good idea to get the intuition that stands behind this order sending methodology. So here you can see, of course, the type of orders. You have two main types of orders, the market execution and the pending order. Under the market execution you have sell or buy market, and under the pending orders you have different alternatives, and of course you have to provide a lot of information. Some of this information is necessary, and the rest of it is depending on your strategy. You can provide stop loss, take profit, or you can leave these fields empty. And the idea is that you need to provide this kind of information to your Python structure, to this request structure, in order to send your orders. So let's go to Spider. Let's go back to Spider. Let me just clear this because I've done some code before, and here the first thing is to establish connection. I'll be using only the MetaTrader 5 package here, and let's explore this order MQL trade request structure. So here, if you scroll down MQL trade request structure, you can see that you have to provide information for some of these fields, and the first one is action. So if you go here to this enumeration list, trade request actions, inside you can see that you can use trade action due or trade action pending for market or for pending orders respectively. You can modify your stop loss and take profit of your open positions, or you can change the parameters of the previously placed trading orders, and just feel free to investigate this enumeration list, but everything here is intuitive. Magic number, order, symbol, volume, of course, how many watts of the symbol you want to trade. Stop limit type, here this is order type, which is market order. We've seen this in the terminal. Buy order, sell order, these two orders are market, so you can provide also about pending orders. Here you have different options, and here type filling, this is important. I'll explain this one in a second, and type time, I'm going to explain this one in a second as well. So let's move to Spider and give me a second to write a quick example. Okay, now we see here an example to send market orders, and if you remember here under deals, under trade actions, you have trade action due as the first enumeration option, which is set market order. So if I go back here, this will be a market order on the symbol of Euro USD, 0.1 volume. This is in watts. Type of the order type buy. Here once again, type, order type, I want to buy. Of course, I could sell. If it was a pending order, I could use these options below, and here this is the ask price. Because I want to buy, I'm going to use the ask price of the symbol. You know how to use these functions. I've shown this in previous videos. Here you have to provide stop loss and take profit information. Everything goes in the structure of a dictionary, so you can think of key valuable pairs of this request structure. Deviation, this is how much deviation in points is allowed for the market order to be executed. This is 10 points. Magic number is 101. Of course, you can do whatever you want. The magic number, if you're not familiar with this idea, is some unique identifier for your trading bot, trading algo, because if you have 2 or 3 or 5 trading bots working simultaneously, you need some kind of identifier to distinguish the orders, the positions that are placed by each of these. And comment, it's I think it's not necessary to provide, but we have Python script and type time. Okay, this is good to cancel here. If you go once again to the documentation page, order time, here you have a few options. Good to cancel, the order stays in the queue until it is manually cancelled, daily, and the other options. And the final one is the filling method. If you go to MetaTrader terminal and here, if you start if you open this window, this order window, you see here few policy. In my case, this is immediate or cancel, and this is set by the broker. And in this case, I can change this one. You can see here that it is what it is. I can change it. And if you go, for example, here to the symbol and right click under the specifications, description, you can see here that we have preset good till cancelled and immediate or cancelled here. So you can access this kind of information from this window and use it according to your specific filling method. So it could be immediate or cancel, but it could be view or queue, or you can just read this information here to know what's going on, but this is important. And when we are done with all these requests, this structure, we should provide it as a parameter to the order sent function. So this is going to create a result object, and here down below, using this result object, you can obtain some feedback about your order execution. For example, the return code, the open price, the volume. Let me open here the return code. Yes, I've used simple print statement, but I'll talk about this result structure in a while. So let's try to place this order. Let me run it. It's a market order, and if I send this one, I should have opened the order. You can see the opening price and the volume. Yes, it is successful. We have 0.1 watts at market price. Stop loss is here 1.01. Take profit is here 1.05. So here you can see the comment. If you don't have some of these columns here, you can right click and select what exactly to be shown here in this information window. And yes, I think this is what I want to show you, how to send a market order, but you can of course go back to the documentation, and here you have alternatively the option to send pending order, and of course you should provide the respective parameters that the pending orders takes. For example, if it is a pending order, you should adjust the type, maybe you want 5 stops, sell stop, and so on. Let's try something else. Before I move forward, I'd like to show you something. Let me quickly disable this, and if I go back here and once again I try to send another market order, here you can see that the return code is different. It's not the one that we had here before, 10009. Now we have return code of 10027, and the opening price is 0, the volume is 0, so obviously something is wrong. And if you go to the MetaTrader 5 terminal, you can see that the order wasn't actually sent successfully. I think this is the appropriate time to discuss something else, because you often find different kind of errors. So let me show you in the documentation. Now, if you take a look here in this return value, the error can be obtained using the last error function. This is what we use in our Python environment, but let me show you how to access these numbers that we've seen, like 10009 or 10027 or whatever it is. Now we're here in the Python integration, but if you go to MQ5 reference, because they use these error codes that are part of the constants and enumerations and this section of the MQ5 reference. So if you go down here, codes of errors and warnings describe compiler messages and trading server answers to trade requests. So if I click here on this link, you can see return codes of the trade server analyzing results of the trade request sent by the function, order sent. So if I go here, it's kind of confusing maybe, but you'll get used to this structure. Here you can see this return code that we've seen multiple times already, which says that our trade was successfully executed. So here you can see the description, request completed. And if you remember the error code that we've seen in a second, here 10027, which means that client disabled, that auto trading disabled by client terminal. Okay, so you can scroll, of course, here up and down just to get some intuition about these error codes, and of course different sections, runtimes error, and so on. So you can look here in this part of the MQ5 reference in order to find your error code and to understand actually what's wrong with your Python algorithm. And I think this is a good moment to stop this video, and I'll have to do a third part of this video about how to work with orders. However, as you see, there is a lot to discuss here, and I like to make everything clear. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.